So I was born in Fort McMurray, and when I got polio, I was sent down to Edmonton, and I ended up in the general hospital. I was there for 2 years, and when I was ready to leave, they couldn't find my parents, so I went into foster care. And so I basically lived all of my life in Edmonton, grew up in Edmonton, and went through the school system in Edmonton, and then I got my first job working for the government, and when I got laid off from that, I had trouble finding another job because back in the day, like, people just didn't know how to deal with somebody with a disability, and so it was hard for them to see past the disability and to see my skills, right? And then when I went and applied for the temporary position at the Federation, that was when I got the phone call, and the fellow that's interviewed me said, well, you're the most qualified, and you, as a result, you have the job if you want it. And I mean, that was the turning point for me. That's, you know, so here was an organization that saw me as a person, saw me, my skills, and, you know, maybe then later on saw my disability. It wasn't the first thing they saw. So I've been loyal to the labor movement ever since.
What did you find was the reaction of people? Like, how could they avoid giving a job to a person, you know, with a disability? How did they handle that? How did they justify that?
Well, because they made all sorts of excuses, like they say there was cords in the back room that I might trip over if I, you know, went there, or they needed somebody that was able to serve coffee at the meetings, and, you know, excuses like that. I mean, certainly today I would, you know, tell them what to do with their cords and that sort of stuff. But, you know, back then, hey, I wasn't empowered.
Is that perception right, that the labor movement is about the old white guys?
Well, in the Aboriginal community, I would say yes, because, and I don't know what it is, because I've seen it happen over the years where Aboriginal people that are union members, they start to get involved and then they just drop off. I don't know if it's because they don't get the support they need, or, you know, like, and I find this not just at the Federation, you know, it runs across a lot of the unions here in the province, that human rights issues are not really, they're not up there with the rest. You know, when you talk about education, it's collective bargaining, steward training, yeah, that sort of stuff, hey? When you get to the stuff around human rights, you know, then the unions aren't as willing to fund members to attend. But until we address that, like, as far as I'm concerned, and we had suggested this by the Human Rights Committee a number of years ago, is that there should be a racist and discrimination module attached to each course at the school, and that should be the first thing that is talked about. Yes. When the school starts, right? And because even what was the last night or the night before at supper, two sisters are like, you know, just some of the comments they were making, you know, were very racist when they were talking about foreign cab drivers and stuff like that, you know. So there's still that, it's still underlying there, you know. So I think it's important that, you know, that the union movement has to make that a priority, you know. We have to talk about it. And the same with the temporary foreign workers, a lot of the talk, and I know that doesn't come from the top, but I know the rank and file, a lot of it is talking about the workers, like their anger is directed at the temporary foreign workers when it shouldn't be. It should be the government and the employer, sure, and those people that are abusing those workers, you know, and that sort of stuff. So there's that whole education component that needs to be dealt with. And I think you know, when you start talking about that, hey, then, you know, not just the Aboriginal community, but all the communities will see that, you know, labor is there for them, for everybody, you know.